I'm curious, how are Japanese people after breaking up?
It depends. Mostly.
Oh no! He's remembering. Hi guys! Welcome to another episode of the Sunbae Club. We are the
Sunbae Squad! Let's go! Hey, what's up? I'm Rio from Japan. Born and raised in Japan. And I'm a model here in this country. I mean, in the Philippines.
Hi, I'm Mikaela. I'm a Manila-based Chinese girl, and right now my current work is a model.
Hi, I'm Issa. I'm a stand-up comedian, full Filipino, born and raised in the Philippines.
Hi, I'm your must-have Korean best friend, JinHo, content creator, singer here in the Philippines representing Korea.
I mean, relationship breakups, I kind of just go through the same cycle of he did something or I did something or it's just not mutual anymore, but the breakup is mutual. Cycle of crying, trying to move on.
My God, yes.
The
So
depressive episode.
every breakup you've experienced, at least for romantic relationships, were mutual.
No. If it were mutual, then you know, like the controversial topic of is it okay to be friends with your ex? Yeah. I feel like if it's a mutual in a way that it's a good type of breakup, let's say, okay, I think we're not growing together anymore, we're not compatible anymore, then it's okay to keep them as an acquaintance, but not really as a close friend that you'd still go
That's
to.
true.
But you also have like these ex relationships that you had before that you just don't talk to them at all. And you know, it's okay to let go of like the feeling of the grudge that you're holding against them. But there's some relationships where it's like, I never even want to hear this person's name.
It's usually the harder breakups.
The harder breakups, the more toxic relationships, the toxic breakups. Yeah, I think I just go through the same cycle. And it's like the same one that everyone goes through, honestly.
At least for me, I'm lucky enough to have experienced like there's no I've never experienced cheating or whatever. It's both we're just not compatible anymore. And you know, I think in Pinoy culture, there's I like the part about when you're breaking up. There's this discomfort of your friends or barkada. It's like a tradition when someone in your friend group breaks up. You like drop everything and like we'll give you ice cream, we'll go out tonight, we will give you
I never
sleepover.
experienced that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you. Sorry for cutting you, but that's because it was a cute breakup. But when it's a nasty breakup, I don't want them to judge me.
Rage.
Do you get it? So I go through it alone.
Alone, you don't want
And
to
which
tell
is a bad
anyone?
thing. Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
no.
bad
Okay,
thing.
But isn't that like you want to tell? Doesn't it make you want to tell someone if it's hard? For
Actually,
you to carry? But
I
guess it
learned that
depends.
now. But before I thought, because you know, we all. I'm not speaking for everyone, but some people take breakups as something embarrassing, and I feel like that's me. I feel like that's me because maybe it's just my ego, like to think
I get
like
that.
I invested so many things on the wrong people, so people might see me as, you know, you wasted your time. We knew it. You know, that kind of vibe.
I get it.
So
that's
that's why
you keep it to
keep it to myself, and when they ask me, we're no more. Do you get it?
It just didn't work out.
Yeah. But the process is so painful.
Yeah,
Going through it alone.
alone.
Yeah. I think Koreans are mostly like that. They don't announce it. They don't let people know. Because here, right, in the Philippines, like you would like, ala, sakit. You would put
very
sad,
emotional. Yes.
sad BGMs. Kahit no text, there's like, you know they're going through something, right? Yeah, you're in a beach, you're just sitting down like this with a picture. You know this
There's
bitch.
a and then someone's been through a breakup if they keep sharing quotes.
My God. And your
my
background
God,
music is paubaya, but
How about you? You've been quiet there.
Yeah.
How are you with the breakup? Have you experienced?
Yeah, of course. But
not
No.
good breakup or not good
I think
breakup?
good breakup.
Good breakup.
Just good breakup.
Who asked the other to break up?
She.
Asked
Always she.
Always.
You
always.
are
I
the
never-
one
yeah.
to break up.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, but how are you with when someone breaks up with you? Are you like, do you need to feel it? Do you need to cry? Or you want to, okay, I'm going out tonight. I have to suppress my feelings.
How
I don't want to feel it.
I'm curious, how are Japanese people after breaking up?
It
Mostly.
depends. Mostly.
He's remembering.
Oh, you see your
Mostly,
notes. You
yeah.
see your notes.
I don't know.
Like
Just don't
online
talk
and
about
offline.
your-
How are they?
So
Do you drink a lot?
compared to other countries,
Yeah.
people, Japanese people don't post like
Don't
the
post.
pictures
They're
a
very
lot.
conservative.
Like
yeah,
Koreans.
very conservative.
You don't
And
hear
I guess
anything.
similar.
and just post for like on like how can I say private account.
Private account.
Right.
Okay.
What about your own personal breakups from before?
Are you
So-
a crier or like?
Like, what did you do when you broke up?
Yeah.
Why did you break up?
Of course, I didn't want to break up. That's why I said,
It suck.
yeah.
You lied then. You said it was a beautiful breakup. You said you
But
didn't
yeah,
want to.
I just say, you know, I still love you.
Gotcha!
She said I wanna move forward. But I said I still love you. But you know, I just
Let's
respect
make
her
it work.
decision. But after we broke up, you know, we never message.
I can't be
Never.
friends with my
Yeah,
exes.
yeah.
either.
Cause you know, nothing to like.
Nothing's
Not-
there
yeah, not-
anymore.
yeah.
There's nothing
Anymore.
to talk about
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah, yeah. There's
You have
nothing
no
to talk about.
connection.
Yeah, that's why. That's it. But it was so good memory for me. I love it.
Nothing
Yeah.
wrong, but like I
Really
can't
a
be
green
friends.
flag. A green flag.
In what sense?
Green flag.
Like, when he said he respected the decision of the girl to break up,
Yeah.
even though he still loved her, he still respected the decision na, okay, if this is what you want, I'll give you the space, we can break up. Because some guys are really psychotic. Like, okay, no.
Leave
No.
them.
JinHo.
Like, I
Me?
won't allow-
I'm not psychotic because
He keeps to himself nga.
And I have like this issue with like when men typically say that I have invested so many things
Yeah,
on you.
it's like you're
Mhm.
time.
you owe
It's
them
like-
something.
Yeah, exactly. So
Oh.
I think this is like a girl thing na parang
Probably.
when we date a guy, we want to make sure. This is why there's so many like girl boss that we want to be independent as well without relying to the guy because it's like, oh my god, now I owe this guy something. Because when it comes to the breakup or behind my back or even in front of us, they'll be like, oh, I've invested so much time
Yeah,
and money
invested.
on you. Invested. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not an investment. I'm your partner.
Yeah,
You're,
exactly.
if you genuinely felt like you love me and this is how you wanted to treat a partner, then this is how you would have treated me without rubbing it on my face that you invested on me. This can be how you think because this is how we think as well on literally everything. But it's like, why would you say we're an investment when we are your long-term partner?
Yeah.
I feel like, sorry again for the age
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
which we'll be tackling, but I think it's different when you see a teenager dating versus when you're on your late 20s dating. So here's the thing. I think when I say investment, I feel like when you're on your young age, you have more room for mistakes. Because you're
Yeah.
young, right? Like, okay, like holding hands, buying you milk tea, you know, going to cinema. Oh my God, I spent 5,000 on your Shopee and you're gonna break up with me. Yes. Tapos pinapamukha sa, relationship.
really rub it.
That's very toxic. That's
Yeah.
petty. That's toxic. But what the investment I'm talking about
It's
is
the
the
effort and
time,
the time.
emotion, and the trust. And when you're about my age, like late 20s, people around you, kahit ikaw mismo, you feel like you've done a good love. Okay, it didn't work out. I'll move on. But the people around you will be like, oh, sayang, they could have gotten married. You know?
There's more pressure for you to succeed in a relationship.
Yes, and lalo na if it's
Because-
Koreans where like
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
Korean point of view, they would be like,
Traditional.
when you break up and you tell it to your relatives, they'll be like, why?
Exactly.
Why? You guys had like few years left. Like it's
Yeah,
it's
I hate
weird, but
that,
they
that-
would be like, parang mas nasasayangan sila para sa'yo.
Exactly.
Like they feel more bad about my breakup than I am,
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
that's when I say that's what I meant by investment,
Investment,
because
yeah.
they see my emotions to those person as investment.
I think
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
like a Filipino culture as well. Like when you go to family reunions, they're like,
Exactly.
oh, when are you gonna get married?
That's one of the first agendas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I meant
Why
by
are you gonna get
investment. Like
married?
I don't say that to my partner or ex, but the people around you will say, "Ano ba yan? Pinalipad mo ng Amerika yan. Pinasyal mo ng Singapore. Yung pala magbo-break din kayo." Do you get it?
Yeah,
Like the
exactly,
people
exactly.
around you will remind you that you wasted so much money,
Yeah.
time. You get
Yeah.
it? Lalo na if you were the
Yeah.
breadwinner of the, di ba?
Parang
Shouldering
sayang,
the-
sabi mo na lang
Exactly,
ginastos yan.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't want to hear. It's my money. I worked hard for it.
And
I
this is
didn't-
how I wanted to show my love for
Yes,
this person.
exactly. And that's why I keep my breakups quietly because I don't want them to know where I spend my money, how much I love this person in terms of materialistic or emotion or time. That's the investment I'm talking about.
Okay.
You guys better not cut this out.
I think that's part of a lot of Asian cultures that you're a ticking time bomb. You
Yeah.
can't break up when you're like 30s or later because you have because there's this goal of having a family by then. So like
Yeah.
they base your worth on.
Speaking of
Yeah.
goals, like
Yeah.
in Korea kasi, when you're 21, you're expected to have a job. When you're 28, you should
Exactly.
expect to have like, you know,
Every
asawa or
life-
somewhere.
Yeah, that's how I feel as well. Like the pressure from the family is really there.
Do you guys have those things also in your country? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Specifically.
This is why I have like a specific age to want to be married and specific age to want to have the first kid.
In the Chinese household.
Yeah. Because my mom got married at 23. So around that age range is what she expects me to be, and she's been pressuring me since I was like a teen.
Dang.
Oh my goodness.
Much earlier in Chinese.
Yeah, so it really pressured my mind to think more maturely on like even at such a young age to maturely like, okay, you need to think about the college, the children.
Yeah, in Filipino
Exactly.
culture, there's a lot of, I guess in a lot of cultures, there's a big pressure on your 30s. Like, you're a ticking time bomb by your 30s. So, yeah, I can totally relate to that. But I guess getting married at 23?
How about
Oh my
in-
God.
how about in
Yeah,
Japan?
How about in
Like,
Japan?
like same as Korea, I think.
What's the
Around
age?
like before the 30 is the best age to get
Yeah.
married, but nowadays it's changing, you know.
Yeah, I'm
It's
glad
very
it's
modern
changing.
now.
Yeah,
Even
like-
my parents, I think, have adjusted.
Yeah, before like
I
men
think, yeah.
should have like good career, and
Yeah.
women like how can I say
Yeah.
housewife. That's the prototype of Japanese
Unspoken
style.
rule.
Yeah.
Like early 20s, you should graduate, you should have your diploma. Mid 20s, you should work, you should, help your family. Late 20s, you should get married.
Yeah.
30, you
Yeah.
have to have a kid. Mid 30, you need to own a car and a proper
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Do you get
Yeah.
it?
And
Like,
I have
they're
not checked anything.
Drinking.
In Japan,
Yeah.
how are
Japan.
breakups in Japan? Like, take us there.
Oh. What's your question again?
Are you about to teleport?
How do like Japanese people deal with breakups?
So
Example,
just I'm a man. We are men, like
yeah.
drinking, right?
Yeah, I
Drink.
think
Right,
so.
just drinking, and we don't like talk about it a lot, like the details.
What Rio means is like we would drink as men from Japan and Korea. We're conservative. We don't like talking about
Your
details.
feelings.
Yeah, details. We
But
don't
we
talk.
would gather to just create happy emotions to overcome that. But we
That's
will
right,
not talk
yeah.
about what happened,
Yeah, that's
who
right.
broke up, who has the
Yeah.
fault, I think, right?
Right.
But then when we go home, we cry. Honestly, I think it's not good. I like the Filipino household
Yeah.
where they talk about every detail. Even guys, even guys.
Yeah, even guys.
Really?
Yeah.
I think because Filipinos I think are very expressive. Even like when dating, right? We have to show to the world. We have
Because-
PDA. In the same
yeah.
way, when we break up, we have to tell. Like it's always like when you're with your friends, you have to drop everything and then hey, like, even when you're guys or your girls, what happened? Talk about it. And there, it's okay to cry in front of them.
You
And
know,
then, yeah.
And I think it's
Okay,
good because it's
okay.
a good type of coping mechanism
Yeah.
to
Support
release
system.
emotions.
Yeah.
Release it.
But there's really some people that with a very strict mindset na
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna suffer alone.
yeah.
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, what about in Chinese culture?
They drink.
Just drink.
Drink.
Well, I guess for everyone.
Party. I think in
Uh.
Japanese, Korean, and Chinese cultures, it's drinking, karaoke, eating, and people just go through like. For me, when I go through a breakup, I like to put my focus on something else that will help me be better. So just refocusing
Is
my
that
energy.
what we see on K-drama, like cutting hair?
Make yourself feel better.
Empowering
Make-
yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You make yourself feel worthy again. Because, like when you're in a relationship for so long, you're with someone that is, compatible with. Parang the
Yeah.
energy is there, like there's chemistry. It makes you feel full. And now that the partner is gone, you feel alone. It's like your other half is actually
have to
gone.
rebuild your
Have to rebuild your confidence again.
Yeah,
And confidence is
exactly.
a really important thing.
Yeah.
Because without that, you're not gonna be able to you're not capable to do anything at all. Even just go to school or go to work. It's really hard.
But what I'm noticing is well, your cultures drink, but we drink and cry together. Your friend's default is to make you hate your ex. No, you're too good for him.
Yeah.
You're good. So no distractions.
That's
Like,
coping.
yeah,
That is coping. Ours is just distraction.
Yeah, you have to face it.
Yeah, yeah.
With Filipino, it's comforting.
And I think that's so good, so healthy, so good.
Yeah.
That's why when you have personal problem, go find a Filipino. They will
Yeah.
kill that person for you
Yes.
with words.
I feel like breakups are such a big part of Filipino culture because there's a lot of songs about, we call it hugot songs.
Yeah, who got song?
It's about heartbreak and breakup. And you know, in Filipino culture, there's also this thing called the 3-month rule, where
Have you heard of 3-month rule?
Never. What's that? I'm so confused. For
it's like a rule for politeness to your ex. You're
Like
not
respect.
allowed, respect. You're not allowed to date after a breakup for 3 months. Because if you date before 3 months, they'll think, oh, you're so like flirty or malande or you probably cheated.
Yeah.
In Korea, we have a term for that called 환승연애. 연애 means dating. 환승 means parang lipat ka ng station. It's all, do you get like from LRT1, you have to move to LRT2.
Transfer station,
So that's
yeah.
how quick. Transfer station relationship.
Oh,
So if you move too quick,
that's so nice.
yeah, exactly. They call it the transfer dating, your transfer
transfer
relationship. So yeah, it's kind of like next to cheating. Alam mo yun?
Yeah, but
Parang-
it's too fast.
Yeah,
You
it's almost
transition
like you
too
waited that moment to break up so you could
Go
move
for
on right
another
away. Do you get
person,
it?
yeah.
That's
I
how
get
they say
that. I
it.
get
Yeah.
that. Do you have like anything in your culture like rules after a breakup?
Not really, because when we break up, our parents just usually tell us like, "Oh, you're so stupid. It's because you dated the wrong guy."
Oh no!
Hey, investment! Correct! People judge you.
I dated a guy before, and I was so stupid. I was like, you know what? Maybe my mom's mind has been trying to, maybe
Yeah.
slowly opening up.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "You're so dumb.
Why?
There's no ring on your finger. This person doesn't own the house like on his name. He doesn't have businesses. He doesn't have real estate.
Chinese
Yeah.
parents are so savage.
Like this is the list that you should have. Like dapat lahat naka-check before I even can date or go out with this girl or even talk to this guy in a romantic way. He should have graduated in a very good college with a diploma on something useful.
It's like he's a 10, but your parents are Chinese.
Okay, so in your culture, is there like an ideal way to break up? Like I think with Filipinos, I guess just as much in dating, there are steps to
Block.
breaking. In Philippines, since you court the person by courting their families, you break up with the person and you break up with their family too. So yeah,
Because you know, when you date someone, it comes to the family reunions,
Yeah.
the birthdays of the mom,
There's
dad.
like huge difference.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
Because you know,
Yeah.
in Japan we don't have like that kind of strong family bond.
oh,
First of all.
I see. Yeah. So how do
So
you
how do you
break up?
break
Do you
up?
just message or you still talk in person?
It depends, but message, phone call.
So
For me,
more-
yeah,
more
in person
on-
is the best, of course.
Yeah, of course.
For me, of course, but it depends. Some people do like just message,
Oh,
block,
I
bye.
hate that.
Me, I feel like, I think any breakup, regardless of nationality,
Yeah, yeah.
it's best
in
personally,
person.
but it's just
Yeah.
what type of breakup is it?
Yeah.
Because if it's not worth seeing this person's face,
Yeah.
I don't even want to waste my time explaining it. Do you
I
get
get
it?
that.
So
like
it
you
depends,
just cut
yeah.
off as fast as you can.
Yeah, but if this is something that this person deserves an explanation and a chance to speak up their mind, I think mas
There
maganda.
could
Yeah,
be
it could be a physical, appearance.
I don't know. Do you prefer breaking up in private, like at home, or a secret place, or in public where you can lash out? Because there
Are
are
we talking
people
about those like couples fighting outside?
in a restaurant.
No offense, I see a lot of Chinese couples fighting
Yeah,
outside.
you're very public with breakups.
Like, they're literally screaming like, "Can I charge you now?" And then the guy's like, and then she starts running, and I'm just like there to defend
And
the
then I'll be
girl.
like-
Na parang, is he gonna hit her? Is he gonna hit her? Hindi. So I was like, is this how they break up in China or among
it's just
Chinese
an
people?
incident?
Is this just
Kind of dramatic.
yeah?
I've never dated a Chinese guy, so I can't really.
Chinese people are fire.
I didn't like officially date this Chinese guy,
Your
but we
mom's
went
watching.
out. Hi, mom. I actually dated a Chinese guy. I went out with this person. It was during the pandemic, so the breakup was really like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Basically, I ghosted him.
But online or did you say that online or via
Online.
what? Oh, okay.
Online.
So
And then the
text.
thing is with Chinese guys, which is something that I don't like about the Great Wall, is they're very possessive.
Oh.
So this guy kept on like, at this point, I think I can call it harassing, just because he really wanted to
They're
date.
like
And
persistent.
yeah,
like
I think
that.
this is why they're very public about. Some couples are very public about it.
Confrontations,
Yeah.
Because they're like, they wanna fight for you.
Yeah,
But, like,
exactly.
it's in a power move.
Yeah, kasi
kinda way.
sayang for them
Yeah.
na, okay, I'm dating this girl, and Chinese guys usually date for marriage. At least like all of the ones I know.
Mhm.
And I've never really dated one, so I can't really say. But for my own personal breakups, it's like,
Yeah, just
I
do
want
it
to
in
talk.
person.
I mean, it depends. Like he said, if there's like it's a type of relationship na we're gonna break up, and then it's like it's something that you have to talk about. Then okay, we'll talk about it. But if it's something that's so toxic, that's like cheating or abuse, you know,
yeah.
it's heavy
Never
topics.
mind.
Heavy topics, but it's very common in relationships.
I think most of Koreans would break up without closure.
Ah.
They would, yeah. I think they would be like, it's already done. What's the point?
Cut off.
Yeah.
And they say no closure is still closure.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what most Koreans, I think, would say.
Mm.
Like even with my friends, because I feel like unless, like I say, it's not like cheating breakup, you already feel why you guys are not compatible
not
at
gonna
the
change
last
any-
2 weeks of
Yeah,
your
yeah.
relationship, you know. So it's almost like I'll get ready, you get ready, you know. So in that way, you don't have to actually
Doesn't
discuss
matter.
about anything, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
Why laughing? Oh my god, you
So sad.
Breakup.
We have closure in Japan, of
Yeah.
course. I think.
Yeah.
Kind of natural thing, like having a closure.
You talk about it.
Yes. Why we should break up? Why I want to move forward? Why do we go separate? We talk about it. Then
But do you stay friends or?
kind
In
of like
Korea,
we find
no
the
way.
like the best point.
Just civil, right? Not friends, not enemies, just civil.
Yeah.
So guys, that was our episode about relationships. I hope may mga na-relate kayo na, you know, topics. And guys, like I said, this is all opinions and how we were, you know, raised and how we grew up
Yeah.
from our different, you know, culture
Cultural backgrounds and
perspective. So
everything.
I hope you guys don't take it
Yeah.
too personally.
And if you,
yeah.
if you have any more inputs, if you related or not, just comment down below.
Because
Yeah.
we're
We'll read them
also
all.
very curious
We're very
to know
curious.
what about your culture, how you think,
Yeah.
and your opinions.
And please
Yeah.
let us know about Rio's red flags. Thank you.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Bye bye.